When Jungkook released his dance video on TikTok, no one expected the sheer scale of what was about to unfold. In just a matter of hours, millions flocked to watch him move with the precision, charm, and charisma that has defined his entire career. By the time the first day passed, the video had already soared into the tens of millions of views, an achievement that most artists can only dream of reaching even after months of promotion. Jungkook had done it effortlessly, with just one clip in one platform, showing once again why he remains not just the golden maknae of BTS, but also a cultural force who can move the internet with a single action. This record was more than just numbers. It was a reminder of Jungkook's position in the entertainment world, an artist who does not simply exist in the realm of music, but dominates in the very language of digital culture. TikTok thrives on trends, short bursts of creativity, and the viral spark that makes users hit replay over and over again. For Jungkook to rise above millions of creators and capture the platform with such speed proves something profound. He doesn't chase trends, he defines them. And when he does, the world notices. HYBE, the company that manages BTS, had every reason to be proud. The global entertainment industry is fiercely competitive, and it often requires massive investment, complex promotional strategies, and relentless scheduling to secure even a fraction of the attention Jungkook gathered in hours. Yet here was one member of BTS, standing in front of the camera, dancing with his natural ease, and suddenly, a record was shattered. For HYBE, this was not just a win for Jungkook. It was a validation of BTS's enduring cultural relevance. The company could celebrate because Jungkook had once again proven that BTS is not just surviving, it's thriving, even in moments of pause, even as the group faces challenges like military enlistments and shifting schedules. But let's go deeper into why this moment matters. Jungkook's dance video is not just entertainment. It represents a turning point in how audiences engage with idols and music in 2025. In the age of social media, where attention spans are short and competition for visibility is brutal, Jungkook cut through the noise with nothing more than authenticity. His dance was not about extravagant production or high-budget visuals. It was about presence. He reminded people that a true performer can command attention with simplicity because charisma doesn't need decoration. This authenticity is what resonates across cultures. TikTok is global. It is not bound by language, genre, or geography. When Jungkook danced, fans in Korea, the US, Europe, and Asia all watched at the same time. The algorithm may have amplified the clip, but what kept people watching was Jungkook himself. Every frame of the video contained an unspoken message. BTS still matters. Jungkook still matters. And the bond between idol and audience is stronger than any trend cycle. The speed of the record-breaking moment highlights another truth. Jungkook's timing was perfect. The internet moves quickly, and to capture it, one needs to strike at the right moment. He chose TikTok, the very platform that defines cultural virality today. He chose dance, the universal language of movement that transcends borders. He chose simplicity, a style that let people focus on him rather than distractions. Each of these choices compounded the effect, creating a video that felt inevitable in its success. It was not luck, it was strategy, disguised as spontaneity. And the impact was immediate. News outlets rushed to cover the numbers. Fans flooded social media with clips, remakes, and hashtags that dominated trending lists. Casual viewers, who had never engaged with BTS before, stumbled across the video and became part of the viewing phenomenon. Suddenly, Jungkook wasn't just a K-pop idol. He was once again a global name trending across continents. This is the true power of moments like this. They are not contained within fandom walls. They explode outward into the mainstream consciousness. For HYBE, the pride goes beyond numbers. It lies in the fact that Jungkook's influence is not manufactured. The company may provide the stage, but the magic comes from him. His instincts are sharp. His understanding of audiences is natural. And his delivery is flawless. In the modern music industry, where companies spend millions trying to engineer virality, Jungkook makes it look effortless. That is why HYBE can stand tall and say that their artist has not only broken a record, but has elevated the entire brand of BTS once again. The name BTS carries immense weight, but it is moments like this that keep it alive, relevant, and vibrant. Military service has temporarily quieted some of the group's activities, but Jungkook's TikTok triumph proves that the group's cultural momentum has not slowed down. Instead, it has evolved into new forms, with members finding ways to keep the flame burning. Jungkook's dance video is one spark among many, but it is bright enough to light up the world stage once again. And let us not forget the emotional resonance of this. For fans, this was more than just a record. It was proof that their support matters. Every replay, every share, every comment helped turn Jungkook's video into a cultural wave. It was a collective celebration, a moment where fans could feel connected to Jungkook across time zones and languages. When HYBE expressed pride, it was also pride in the fans who made the moment possible. What makes this story even more powerful is the way it demonstrates the ongoing partnership between Jungkook and his audience. He gives, they respond, and together they create history. This cycle has defined BTS's rise, and now it defines their resilience. The TikTok video is not just a one-off. It is a continuation of a pattern where Jungkook leads and millions follow, not because they are told to, but because they want to. That kind of loyalty cannot be bought, and that is why this achievement stands apart from others. Ultimately, Jungkook's record-breaking TikTok video is more than entertainment news. It is a cultural case study. It shows how individual talent can drive collective pride, how authenticity can outshine strategy, and how one artist can carry the name of a group onto the world stage with nothing more than a dance. It is a story of timing, charisma, and the undeniable magnetism of Jungkook, who once again proved that BTS is not just a chapter in music history, but an ongoing, unstoppable narrative. This is only the beginning of unpacking what Jungkook's TikTok record means, not only for him, not only for HYBE, but for the future of global pop culture itself. TikTok is a battlefield of fleeting attention. Creators upload millions of videos daily, most vanishing into obscurity. Even viral clips often live for only a week before the algorithm shifts and audiences move on. But Jungkook's video did not just climb the charts. It created an ecosystem of reaction, reproduction, and reinvention. Fans recreated his moves. Influencers used his audio. Media outlets analyzed the trend. In short, his performance became more than a video. It became a movement. And that is something rare, even for globally recognized stars. Why did it resonate so strongly? The answer lies in Jungkook's ability to bridge artistry and relatability. Despite being a global superstar, his TikTok video was stripped of extravagance. There were no flashing lights, no elaborate stage effects, no overwhelming background. It was simply Jungkook, moving with precision and joy, captured in a way that felt personal and accessible. Fans felt as though he was dancing for them directly, while casual viewers saw a performer whose charisma demanded attention. This duality, global yet personal, is the reason his content thrives where others struggle. For HYBE, the significance cannot be overstated. The company has built its empire on BTS's global dominance. But the challenge has always been sustaining relevance in a world where trends evolve at lightning speed. Jungkook's TikTok record is the ultimate reassurance. It shows that even in the absence of full group activities, even amid external challenges like military service, BTS can remain at the center of cultural conversations. All it takes is one member, one video, one spark. HYBE can confidently point to this moment as proof that BTS is not just a past success, but an ongoing force shaping the present. And yet, the pride goes beyond corporate validation. For HYBE executives, Jungkook's triumph represents an affirmation of trust. Over the years, they have allowed BTS members greater autonomy in creative expression. Jungkook's decision to share his dance on TikTok was not the result of an elaborate boardroom strategy. It was his choice, his instinct. By doing so, he demonstrated that his understanding of timing and cultural resonance is as sharp as any marketing plan. The executives can celebrate not just the achievement, but the fact that their artist has become his own strategist, capable of guiding the brand forward without constant oversight. The cultural ripple effect of Jungkook's TikTok video also cannot be ignored. When millions of people engage with a single piece of content, it shapes conversation far beyond fandom. News articles label it as a record-shattering moment. Television segments highlight the speed of its success. Industry insiders use it as a benchmark for what virality looks like in 2025. Suddenly, Jungkook is not only participating in the digital culture, he is setting the standard for it. Other artists now study the phenomenon, wondering how they might replicate even a fraction of his success. But the truth is, replication is nearly impossible. Jungkook's influence is not manufactured. It is the result of years of building trust, consistency, and presence with audiences worldwide. Viewers respond to him not just because he is a skilled dancer, but because every performance carries history, years of BTS's storytelling, years of connection with fans, years of relentless pursuit of excellence. This history cannot be copied by newcomers or engineered by corporations. It belongs uniquely to Jungkook, and that is why his TikTok record has such weight. The emotional dimension of this moment also deserves acknowledgement. For fans who have followed BTS for more than a decade, Jungkook's success is personal. They see in him the journey from a shy teenager to a confident global star, and every milestone feels like a shared victory. The TikTok record is not simply his, it is theirs as well. Each fan who clicked replay, each one who shared the video, contributed to the achievement. This sense of collective pride transforms the numbers into something living, something human. And it is precisely this human element that elevates Jungkook above the countless viral sensations who dominate TikTok briefly and then fade. For him, virality is not the end goal, but the natural outcome of genuine artistry. His moves resonate because they are honest. His presence captivates because it is authentic. In a digital age filled with filters, edits, and artificial enhancements, Jungkook's power lies in the unfiltered connection he creates with audiences. That is why his TikTok video became more than entertainment. It became a statement about the enduring relevance of real talent. The immediate impact on BTS's global brand is also undeniable. Within hours of the record being broken, Jungkook and BTS dominated trending lists worldwide. Media coverage ensured that casual audiences associated the name BTS with cutting-edge cultural influence once again. For months, discussions around BTS had often centered on military service or temporary inactivity. But now, the conversation shifted to global dominance, digital innovation, and artistic power, all thanks to one member's dance. In one swift motion, Jungkook elevated not only his own profile, but the collective image of the group. This is the power of being a global representative. Jungkook carries with him not just personal ambition, but the responsibility of upholding BTS's legacy. Every achievement reflects back on the group, every triumph reinforces the name BTS as a cultural giant. And when HYBE publicly expresses pride in Jungkook, it is also expressing pride in the continuation of that legacy. Jungkook's TikTok record proves that BTS does not need to wait for a reunion to dominate the stage. Its members can individually command the world's attention and bring the name BTS along with them. Perhaps the most striking aspect of this story is the speed of it all. Records often take weeks, months, or years to build. Jungkook needed only hours. This pace reflects the modern internet age, but it also reflects his ability to adapt perfectly to it. While some artists struggle to keep up with shifting platforms, Jungkook glides seamlessly into them. TikTok is his stage just as much as stadiums and award shows are. He understands the rhythm of virality, the pulse of global culture, and he acts on it with precision. That is why his achievements feel inevitable. He is not following the world is following him. In the grand picture, Jungkook's TikTok triumph is not simply about breaking a digital record, it is about redefining what cultural relevance looks like in 2025. It proves that artistry can still cut through noise, that authenticity can outshine algorithms, and that one person's talent can shift the narrative of an entire global brand. It shows that BTS, through Jungkook, remains at the forefront of global pop culture. And perhaps most importantly, it demonstrates that the story of Jungkook is far from over. This record is not an endpoint, but a signpost on a longer journey. If he can dominate TikTok with such ease, what happens when he releases new music? What happens when he returns to the stage with BTS? What happens when he decides to push into new creative directions? The possibilities are limitless. And this TikTok record is the latest reminder that when Jungkook moves, the world does not just watch, it follows.